Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 2 of my Hades playlist. And the goal for right now is to get to the but the first main boss of Tartarus. Not the mini ones that I may encounter through my playthrough, but the main. So, let's get started.
Looks like you ran smack into the Doomstone out in Tartarus. Thing gives me the creeps. Next time, try standing perfectly still. That way it'll all be over that much faster.
Thank you, Hypnos.
Makes sense.
Tough luck.
Father, what happened to the lounge? The only place for anyone to have a little fun around here, and you seal it shut.
Oh, I had little choice about that boy. You see, after you fled the first time, Cerberus, why, he was very much upset. Utterly tore the place to shreds. It's now under repair. All thanks to you.
You're really blaming me for not minding the dog while I was out and while you all were here.
I lay the blame entirely upon you, yes. Who else? It's fortunate that Cerberus has calmed himself since then. Come to his senses, I should say. May you yet come to yours.
Wow. Dad of the Year award.
Here, boy. Just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
Cease bothering the dog.
Hail. Achilles, is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? You must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your Lord Father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa. She's always worried Father's going to fire her even without something like this.
I am afraid I cannot help you now.
Bye, Nix. I can be more.
I'm still a little short of getting a second dash, so I'm gonna pass on the power-ups this time.
Skelly.
Little tip, boyo. You find any coinage while you're out there, you'll be sure to pawn it off to that old Chiron. Boatman guy, use it or lose it, pal. Use it or lose it.
Can't take it with you.
Thanks, mate. Note to self, always spend everything I earn instead of ever saving. Cries of battle. This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
He's so cool. Alright, this man has some awesome boons. So, I'm gonna showcase one of my favorites. Curse of Agony.
I will keep fighting.
So notice the health bar. You get a curse effect, and after a small amount of time,
Get out.
that curse takes an effect and chops their health.
Witches. Megathonic key.
Alright, these guys. Ugh, bothersome. They shoot lasers.
That'll keep me going for a bit.
So, you can see on the right there's a new reward, so let's go check it out.
Let me see.
Curse does not stack. The only way you can is by getting a special upgrade,
Bottle of
and
nectar.
that may appear later. This is a bottle of nectar.
Who should I give this to?
I mean, perfect timing. You'll see how.
Welcome.
These little piles of skulls generate more skulls. And these guys shoot bombs.
That sound, that was revelry? People having a good time? Well, sure then. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I'll accept this message.
Hey there, Zag man, how's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving you a spot. Let me see what I can do. Make life a little sweeter for you in the meantime.
This drop is awesome. Positive Outlook and Drunken Dash are awesome. However, I'm gonna pick Positive Outlook just for the sake of my health level and the rarity boost.
Leave it to the god of wine to liven things up around here.
I don't have a lot of currency, so again, I won't go hang out with Chiron. Take advantage of those traps sometimes, because not only do they hurt you, but they hurt your enemies.
That's what you get. Vast riches.
Music is so good. I play the bass guitar, so just hearing the bass in general makes me very excited.
Good enough to eat.
Gonna level up Curse of Agony. Here is what is called Chiron's Well.
What's in the pool this time?
Basically, these are some of the add-ons or extra consumables that you can use to help make your trek through Tartarus and the other levels, or sorry, other sections of the map easier. I'm gonna pass. Risk or reward? I think I'm gonna go with the keys because I have enough to get my second dash, but I also want to unlock other weapons. Specifically, my favorite, the shield.
Right there.
Since I have one boon from Dionysus and one boon from Ares, I tend to like to only pick 2 and at most 3 different types of god and goddess boons, so I'm going to stick with Dionysus.
You and me.
And of course, when you're making your build, you don't have to do what I'm doing, of course. Like, you don't have to do that. But, you know, play around, experiment with the different like gods and goddesses and figure out who you like and the playstyles that they allow.
In the name of Hades.
So, notice that we have the drop, an epic drop, a strong drink. However, this early in the game, we may not encounter fountains as much, so I'm gonna go with Drunken Dash. So now when I dash, I leave pool of basically alcohol. And you can make people feel like they're intoxicated. Pretty sweet. Makes them kind of slow, drains their health a little. And you'll see, as I dash, they get an added, you know, status effect on them. Drunken Dash is pretty good. Passion Dash. Demeter's is pretty nasty. But yeah, Drunken Dash and Demeter's Dash are probably 2 of my favorite, alongside Athena's. Let's take a peek at the shop.
What's in the well this time?
I am going to choose the pass again. I'm going to be a hoarder. I know it's a use it or lose it, but I'm going to take the risk.
Clear for now. Nice and cool.
You have to take the reward or use everything in the chamber room that you are in before you can move on to the next door. I'm at chamber 12. So let's go visit Chiron. Nice.
Chiron's shop.
So here's Chiron. He just sits out. He can occur randomly throughout the chambers, but there's always an option to where you can go visit him where he's sitting outside the boss door. I love RMS, but again, I'm sticking with Ares and Dionysus, so I'm gonna go for the hammer, which allows you to upgrade the abilities that the weapon has.
Cheers, mate.
Let's go with... go with Double Nova.
That should do it.
The special occurs twice now. We no longer knock people away, but we hit twice. Best man.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and sure is awfully convenient to be running into you like this. I had all this coin I wanted to get rid of.
Chiron is awesome. He is a man of few words, but man oh man.
No urns permitted in this chamber.
No urns. He must be like Lincoln Smash all over. Sorry, Chiron. Alright, so here is the boss door. You know it's a boss door because there is a skull, 2 arrows, and a star, meaning death ahead. Let's go. Time for Meg.
I'm back, Meg.
Ever stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever it is that you're attempting here.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
The tension is real.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
So when Meg drops down like that into her power stance, she's gonna charge.
Here's my whip.
When she starts to stand up and spin, whip. These circles on the floor, obviously they're going to shoot up, as you can see. You can walk through them, you can dash, but just be careful. You don't want to use your dash and get stuck in one, it's going to hurt. She does spawn a few randos to come and bug you. But nothing that you can't handle. They're just there to be an obstacle and be wary of. You can try to use the traps on Meg, but that's a very, very risky thing there. Meg has another move, and I'm waiting for it to appear. Spin move and make some distance. Let's keep making some distance. Caught in her sprint forward. You can sometimes hit her when she's doing the circles attack on the ground there. But if you're gonna attack her while she's doing that, do not get greedy, get 1 or 2 hits in, and then get out. She has another move that I'm waiting for. Oh, there goes my positive outlook. It means I take 40% less damage than I normally would. I don't know if it's 40% less damage. I misread it. Okay. Here's the move. Try to go with the empty spaces. And just walk it out, make distance. Don't try to get cheeky if you're not comfortable. I think the only time you can maybe safely try that is if you have Athena's dash where you can deflect as you go. You can rush forward, you can dodge kind of to the side of her, go past her if you want. a lot of patience. Make a lot of space. Don't be afraid. If you feel overwhelmed, make space. Go reset yourself and attack the grunts who are just being a distraction. Just be mindful of the traps. Really learn to read her moves, how her stance is. Listen for audio cues. It's really, really important, but it's easier said than done. So again, just keep playing, listen to all those cues, and you'll get there. Keep your head up and you'll get it. I think I have like maybe 215-ish hours on this game now.
How did you?
But I still have a lot to learn, so if there's any tips or tricks or playstyles that you have that you think are way more efficient, shove them down in the comments. Don't be afraid to share. I'm down. I might buy this eye for extra drops and healing items. You could always buy more darkness, but yeah, I'll pass. This well, you can sell the boons that you have if you don't want them anymore and you want some extra coin.
Wash away my boons.
So let's say maybe we meet Ares again and I've picked a boon from him that I just really don't want. I don't like. I can sell it and get some coin back. But be cautious that now you're down a boon until you replace it, if you can.
None other than those in the trusted inner circle of Lord Hades are authorized to enter the intricate chambers connecting the vast regions of the underworld. But the prince decides to barge in anyway.
I barge where I please.
So, we got through Meg. Now it's time for stage 2.
Don't think I've gone this far. Thank you. Now we're getting somewhere.
Oopsie.
The once verdant plains of Asphodel are now engulfed in scintillating flame, having been flooded by the river Phlegethon, whose hideously superheated contents could bring death swiftly even to those resistant to most heat.
I'm only flame resistant, not flame proof. This place has definitely seen better days.
Another aspect that I love about this game that Supergiant does so amazingly is just about everything's hand-drawn, and it's amazing.
Slam dancers.
Oh yes, slam dancers. I've encountered these guys before. They were not purple. They were a mini-boss in Tartarus. Same thing, try not to hang too close and get too greedy and spammy, because they like to throw bombs. See these pools of lava? They will burn you, so just be very careful about where you stand in Asphodel. Most of the damage just comes from the environment.
Worthless.
Keys in darkness. I'm gonna go for a key. You want to unlock more weapons. So, the more I have, the better.
That must be one of those infernal troves.
There's guys using floor. And here's the trove that Zagreus was referring to. treasure chest there. I'm used to having 2 dashes, and I didn't time it well, and I got stuck in the lava and burned.
This can unlock something back home.
Alright, here's another instance of high risk, high reward. Let's go for it.
Sure, why not?
You thief.
That's right. Okay, beat him as quickly as you can, and you get. So, the quicker you beat him, the more reward you get. Taking a lot of chip damage because I'm getting greedy. It's hard to see the sword.
Enough.
Well, that's better.
I risked
Good enough.
my health on that.
Got it.
Was it smart? Debatable. Probably not. Yay, time for Artemis!
Bone rakers.
Alright, these guys will stun lock you if you are not careful. Meaning, if they catch you, they're gonna combo you. They hurt. So get 1 or 2 hits, and then move on. Using my environment to help me out. These guys do burn in lava.
Lady Artemis, I hope that you'll accept this offering for all your kindness and support.
Hey, thank you for this, really. And I've just the thing to offer in return. It's just a gift, okay?
Lady Artemis, you honor me.
So, what I've done here is I took that nectar that I've collected earlier, and I've given the offering to one of the gods, and it doesn't have to be a god. It can be anybody else in the House of Hades that you can talk to, and the other NPCs you encounter along the way. So, when you get your nectar for the first time, think about which characters really strike a really good first impression with you, because the first nectar you get a blessing, a token, or a talisman. And I like Artemis, and I like her boons a lot. So, I've decided to give my first nectar to Artemis.
Well, one good thing about all of the blood you've lost is it was even easier to track you down this time.
My senses sharpen.
Going for the diagnosis boon.
Why, it's the barge of death. Scratch.
It's about hard to death. There's typically 3 waves of enemies.
crisis. Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. First duo. Alright, so one of the reasons I'd like to pick one or two boons, one or two boon types from two different gods is because you get duos. But again, if you have three, you might be able to get more than one of these occur. So, this first one is from Dionysus and Ares. I get excited about this. I really like them. And then I just like bypass everything else. I have 1 HP. Ooh, in the lava.
Tough break.
Honestly. Alrighty. What new dialogue do I have now?
Shades of the dead mill constantly within the house, complaining of their woes and seeking audience from any who would listen.
I listen.
Ah, I'm up! Ooh, ow, so you got burned down to a crisp out there, standing in magma, right? I know you've got your burning feet and all, but standing in magma? Why, I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
It was an accident.
Right.
Oh, what did I tell you, boy? Ever wasteful of your time and mine. How fares my underworld,
I don't know how you can stand it.
Well, at least some things are running smoothly still. Next you go to die again, do give the tortured souls out there my warm regards.
You really ripped the lounge to pieces, boy? I hope you didn't get yourself in too much trouble. I'm sorry to have worried you like that.
The guilt-racked monster Cerberus admits to committing the crime, expressing some remorse for having implicated the incendiary prince.
Cheer up, boy. It'll be all right.
You'll get the hang of it out there, lad. For all our sparring practice, there's no teacher like the real thing. Now then, I have something for you.
What, wait, you're giving me your codex? I can't accept something like this.
Please, I insist. I want your love of history to grow, not just your love of warfare. Besides, maybe you can finish out the rest of it.
I'm grateful.
The codex acts like a summary of all of the NPCs, enemies, and items you've collected. So you even have one for Zagreus. And as you can see, since I gave Artemis a nectar, our affiliation, our friendship has grown. Now, do notice that the next time I give Artemis a nectar, I do not receive a heart with a ribbon, meaning I will not receive a gift. So, you can keep giving nectar to the NPC or god or goddess of your choosing and see where it goes.
news, Spirit. Wonder where Nyx went.
The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Yay! So, I have some leftover darkness. So, there is this third trait called Death Defiance. And as you can see, this perk will give you 50% of your health back after one death. It's very similar to lives in any other game such as Mario or maybe Crash Bandicoot or the first Sly Cooper game. So, this gives you 1 extra life.
Phew, felt that. How's it going? Hey Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
I don't know, there's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
So, I have 5 keys, and even though I could buy the most expensive thing and have it, I'm gonna buy the shield.
Open up. Aegis, Shield of Chaos. Lend me your power.
Hey, nice.
I love Aegis. Could not tell you enough. This weapon allows you to both be defensive and offensive at the same time.
Drop something.
Basically gives you another dash and a high mobility skill, while also blocking damage. And doing it at the same time. And you can throw your shield. Love this weapon.
The courtyard of the House of Hades is kept neat and orderly, in contrast to the terrifying sprawl that lies beyond.
It's not that orderly, really. I can do this. First get past the wretched shades of Tartarus. Easier said than done. And doubtless I'll be running into Meg. The River of Flame ought to be just beyond. Find a way up to Elysium from there, and after that... Alright, let's give it another shot. Got something new to try.
And here is where all of our keepsakes or talismans or gifts are stored. And as you can see, here's the one I have from Artemis. So when I equip this, I will be far more likely to encounter Artemis again and have criticals.
Okay.
And with that, I think we'll end it here. And once again, thank you so much, and I am always down for advice, tips, and suggestions to make my videos better. And if you enjoyed this and or want to stick around, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button for me. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.